Alright. There we go. Popping up. Alright, so back at it again. Getting some RimWorld in. So we left off kind of building up our colony. We're in a good spot with this. Everything's going well. We really want to focus on our ship tonight. So that's what we're going to do. We're trying to move around in the world and get to this survey site. We're going to get there within 13 days, which will take us a few days for our ship engine to cool down. But basically we want to get to the survey site because we'll get a free fuel optimizer from it. So that's what we're going for. And I think food will be an issue, and also storage space on the ship, because this is probably going to be the longest trip that our ship does. So we might have to build some extra storage. I hate to use this container storage because it's a little cheap, but it gets the job done. So might actually start using more of these. Link the settings there. And how much longer do we have on our engine? 3 days, so we're chilling on that. Let me just make sure there's enough to do at our main colony. There is a decent amount to do here. And we do have the long night, and it's been going for 27 days, so nothing's growing. Fortunately, we have some hydroponics, but yeah. Building out our vault a little bit once the ship comes back and has to offload a lot of stuff. A male penguin? Alright, let's see how our... So we got plenty of components and stuff. We might upgrade some people to bionics. So this guy's good. Pregnant, I don't want to mess with her when she's pregnant. Let's replace some legs for her. She is the leader after all, so she deserves some better appendages. See, Duffo? How's it going? How do I do? Doing great, playing some RimWorld. Okay, so we want to install bionic leg left leg, install bionic leg right leg, and that should be good. We did have a problem with somebody going to their bed before instead of the hospital, which we don't really have a huge hospital. We have a little bit of an overflow up here. This is mainly for raiders because it's closer to our walls, so we can get them in, turn this for prisoners, and then use that. But in times of need, if we need it for colonists, then I'd rather save colonists than prisoners. But yeah, so we're just making sure the bases are running well, and a lot of the walls have already been smoothed here, which is good. Just want to make sure that this things are running. Things are gonna run like crazy trying to get heat out of here, but that's okay. We'll wait for our main ship to come back. I think I want to do all the floors in steel, give it a actual like bunker feel in here. We can start doing that a little bit. We have some extra steel just to see how it looks. Actually doesn't use that much steel, so that's good. So we'll see how that looks. That shouldn't take too long. Steel's pretty quick to build out. See, we have a whole bunch of lifters. We have a ton of lifters, which is great. They're bringing all the steel here, and then our constructoids should come over. I don't know how many constructoids. I think we have 2. Yeah, we got a couple. And they should come over pretty soon because everybody's asleep. All our construction people are sleeping. This one's working on an armchair. But yeah, not bad. Julia, how's it going? Are you Club Penguin tonight? There was a penguin, a male penguin that dropped in from space. It had 7 hours to live, and I forgot about it a little bit. So there is no longer a penguin for us to rescue. So I'm sorry about that. We could have made a puffle and everything for him. Alright, so they're working on some of that. We do need our lifter to start lifting again. We only have one. Ideally, I think I'd like 2 lifters. You monster, unfall. Keep that to yourself. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was pretty timely, so I had to say something about it. I would like to get at least 1 lifter and maybe a cleaner on the ship. That way everything's nice and clean and people don't go insane. Choose stream topic, Club Penguin. Let's talk about it. I still have friend Rob Nolan. Growing up, we'd always like play games on his family computer, and we'd play like, I don't know if you remember like the old heist games like on the computer. Meteorite. Oh, that's right in our pollution zone. All right, that's fun. I guess we have a little bit of uranium. I used to go over to Rob's house, and we would go on his family computer and play like RuneScape and other like small games or whatever. And one of the games was Club Penguin. I would watch him play Club Penguin for hours, and we'd like do, I forget a lot of it now, but you do like all the daily stuff that you got to do. And then I would love the puffles, so of course we naturally had a ton of puffles. You meant to ban Club Penguin? Yeah. I forget all the mini games, but I remember it being fun for a long time. And I feel like the mine thing, that was like the main thing that I was after. I'm like, oh, we always have to go in the mines, and I don't know if it's like gems or something that you have to get. You have 23 puffles. 7 of the puffles are named Cameron. I think you might have a Cameron obsession for some reason. I don't know why. I only know C Duffo. I don't know any Camerons, so that's a little that's interesting. But yeah, if I was to play Club Penguin now, I would probably make all my puffles drivers of Formula 1 teams. I think that would be fun. Have Lando Norris in orange. You'd have to have like a couple colors of, or a couple puffles of each color. So that would be how I would do it. But yeah, that's all I know about Club Penguin. I haven't played it in 800 coins. How long does it take you to? Yeah, I make all my puffles Cameron too. That's I thought I didn't even have to say that, but yeah. How long does it take to get 800 coins? I forget what else you can do for coins. I remember there's also like a game that my brother got into called like Yoville. It's like a Facebook game, and there's like swag that you could buy with coins, and they would only release them once, and like people would spend real money on buying your swag that you got like a few years ago kind of thing, but then they ruined it by re-releasing a whole bunch of stuff, and that game just tanked. I mean, it was tanking anyways, so they had to do something, I guess. But so yeah, that is my Club Penguin talk. That was fun. Alright, let's check in on the ship. People are starting to haul. That means they don't have anything to mine, which is good. We're gonna get out of here in 1.7 days. I'm trying to get all of the marble chunks that we can get as well, because at our base we use them to make sculptures, large sculptures, and at our base we are trying to use them in our bunker area for beds and floors and stuff, just because marble is the stone type in this game that has the best beauty. So that's kind of what you want to do if you want to make things look good. Still have some some walls to smooth, if I can talk. And I can't smooth these ones because they're on the edge of the map. I kind of overlooked that, and that will only drive me a little crazy. Alright, I don't know if I like the look of these steel floors. They look kind of dull. These sterile ones look better. They're better for cleanliness, but I don't know. We have a ton of steel. I guess it doesn't take too much silver. But maybe like a dull look is what a bunker's all about, so. If you mine for coins, meaning you dance with your jackhammer costume, you can get coins just being AFK. Or you can play the mini games like Pizzatron, Kart Surfer, and Puffle Maze, and you get like 500 coins. Oh, that seems like the way to go. What else can you spend your coins on? Just like cosmetic stuff? You have to feed your Puffles too, don't you? If you don't log in, do they like die? Is it like a webkin where if you don't log in for like a month, then they're extremely malnourished and absolutely hate you? They run away? Like forever? Can you get them back? Clothes, igloos, furniture, Puffle care. They have to come back. There's no that'd be catastrophic if they're just gone forever. You can't lose Cameron. Cameron won. Skeet, what's going on? You're probably on like an 8 stream streak at this point. Let's go. Alright, we got 1.3 days left on our engine. Kind of just waiting for this, the ship to cool down so we can go to this survey site. We have a quest here to help defend surveying equipment for a whole bunch of days. And then if we do that successfully, then we'll get a fuel optimizer. The problem with this is we're currently in a desert, and it looks like the the survey site is also in a desert. So I don't know how many animals there are. And we currently have 101 meals left, so if I was smart, I would hunt something here. There's only iguanas, so that doesn't really help. So that actually might be bad. We might not be great on food. I'm just gonna hunt these iguanas anyways. There's probably, I don't know how much meat they would be. Meat amount 56, so between the 2 iguanas, they'll make 10 meals, which honestly isn't bad. I forgot that there's plasteel up here. I should force somebody to haul that. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'll chug half of my water right now. Oh, God. I feel hydrated now. Thank you. How goes it, Skeet? How's your Monday going? Kind of flew by for me today at work. It's been a little busy, and I don't know, it's people coming by and just shooting the shit a little bit, so that helps things go by a little quicker. You went easy on me, yeah. I'm gonna have to pee in like 30 minutes. Water goes straight through me. Weird flex, I know. Alright, so since these are freshly harvested, I'm gonna switch this over to rice and then switch our rice over to hops, just because hops take longer. And if the rice is further away and it grows quicker than the hops, that means we're wasting steps from this hydroponic array being further away, getting harvested more often. So in the long term, it's inefficient. Can't be having that. That's how I think about this game. Let's try to min-max everything to a certain degree. Squirrel bladder? Squirrel bladder? Is that? There's no way that's actually what that's called. Gang. That's one of Sway V's wave things, I think. Nice. Monday was good, was tired but busy, so not too slow. Nice. That's what I love to hear. Do you have Good Friday off next Friday? I think that's Good Friday, right? It's like one of the random holidays that my company actually has, and usually my company doesn't have many holidays, so it's kind of weird that they have Good Friday, but I'll certainly take it. I won't say no to that. I am looking forward to that Good Friday being off and just probably streaming, but realistically probably editing clips. Alright, a tribute collector. I don't have anything for the tribute collectors, sorry. Alright, we got that plasteel. We're up to 430 on our ship, so that's good. You took this Friday off to move? Oh, you're moving? Nice. I think C Duffo mentioned you got like your own place, which is sick. Moving sucks. You don't realize how much stuff you have until you're moving, but it's nice to have some additional freedom and a place to call your own. Yeah, I do have to get some cleaners to come in here and clean our robots doing some stuff. Alright, so are they still hauling? Yeah, they are hauling components. I'm just gonna let them do that. And we have an infestation. Great. At least it's in our bunker where there isn't really too much going on. So I'm going to recruit these guys, have them stationed here. I'm probably going to recruit a lot of people because I don't know how big this is going to be. I'm not going to recruit the children because we don't need that yet. And it's probably only going to be like 1 or 2 hives, but we'll see. It looks like it might be a few. I love this sound too. Great sound. 10 stream streak? Jesus. Alright. Couple hives. We already got our boys here. The strategy is to have your melee people in the front so they can do some work. And ideally you want 3 melee people here so all the insects stop and don't get to your shooters, but alright, I think that's almost everything, so let's move our people. Oh, nope, retreat. And the good thing about insects is you can butcher them into insect meat, and of course my sword guy is in the front, but we're chilling. You can butcher them, turn them into insect meat, and then turn that insect meat, since nobody wants to eat it, into chem fuel to power your ships and stuff. Alright. Great success. And I think that was everybody recruited, so that should be fine. Let me just enable all this insect jelly. Insect jelly is good because it sells for a lot, and I think people like eating it. I could be wrong on that. Cool. Alright. See, Duffo, I paid the down payment on the house today. 10 minutes later, my check engine light came on for the first time. Nice. That's how life is sometimes, I guess. Nice, perfect timing on that. Congrats, and I'm sorry at the same time. Meximan redeemed highlight my message. That is a very vibrant waff right there. Skeet, there's 5 of us in a 2-bedroom right now, so can't freaking wait to move. I hate this place with a passion. Nice. it'll be good to get some fresh air, and yeah, that'll be good. Lance, what's going on? We are playing some RimWorld right now. We just had a insect infestation, so we had a colonist drafted to take care of that. So a little bit of a mess over here. Our cleaner right here is doing overtime. But yeah, for tonight's stream, just casually taking care of the main base here, making sure that it's running smoothly, and the main focus is on our second colony, which is our ship colony. That's flying around. We're waiting for our engines to cool. We got another 7 hours. Usually it takes like 3.5 days when you land at a new place for the engines to cool. You can lower that with some quest items, but next up we're gonna go to this survey site because we have a mission there. And if we successfully defend that survey site, we're probably going to get a raid or 2 during our time there. I think we got to stay there for like 10 days. Then we'll get a fuel optimizer, which makes it 30% less costly to move this thing in terms of fuel. Fuel isn't too much of a problem because I can just convert a whole bunch of wood into fuel. But if we keep landing on tiles like a desert, there isn't too many trees to chop down to turn into fuel. So, yeah. Skeet, your wife bought a car off a friend recently and instantly had to get a new engine. Oof. That sounds expensive. Yeah, things like that popping up are never great. My furnace stopped working the other day while I was skiing in Utah, and I didn't realize it until I got back, and it was like 5 degrees colder than like the lowest temperature that I ever let it get to. So I was certainly concerned about that. And I still don't know. I think there was like a power outage or something that actually like triggered it to trip or something. I have no clue. It wasn't the filter this time that restricted airflow and automatically turned it off because of pressure difference or whatever. So I thought I was gonna have a bill, but I just haven't had a problem since. So yeah, next time I get oil, I'll have the oil guy take a look at that. And I'm not getting oil anytime soon, even though I have a quarter tank left of home furnace oil, because oil is super expensive right now. Alright, I think we are ready to move this thing, so let's go to that survey site. Let's launch. Wait, let me make sure those... Okay, visitors aren't anywhere near us. Let's launch. And our lifter's coming back. Yep, let's get out of here. Go to the survey site. Tiles near polluted tiles. Here's this like purplish stuff is pollution. So that's just saying if you choose to live here, you're gonna get acidic smog every 192 days on average. So let's see what the survey says. I think I've done one of these before. I forget how dangerous they are. I don't remember it being too dangerous, just some raids. Let me see where the best place. So there's insects on the map. That's cool. Oh, this is actually this is a really cool map. Do I make this a colony? There's nothing unique to it other than a very defendable line right here with a geothermal geyser right there for us to get some free power, and one right there. That's actually pretty nice. Super nice. I think there's only one survey site. Yeah. So let's plop down next to the survey site and land there. We have to defend this, so it's... I'll wait to talk until we land. This thing's so loud. Overheated grav engine will take longer than normal to cool down. I think that's fine because we have to protect this for 10 days, so it doesn't matter if this is, yeah, close to 7 days. So, perfect time for it to overheat, honestly. I don't think we have to do anything to this, we just have to protect it. So, our people will chill here, and it looks like we do have some marble chunks, which is pretty nice. We need to stock up on a whole bunch of those. But, yeah. I don't know if there's going to be any... Oh, there's donkeys, nice. That'll be a ton of food, actually. We'll try to stay away from the insects. They're kind of out of the way, so people shouldn't be going there anyways. Let's mine some of these components, strip the land of its natural resources as we always do. I'll check out that quest later. This way, when we mine all this, it'll keep our people busy for a little bit. Where are those donkeys? There we go. Oh, Sully gave up shooting at them. Alright. Skeet says the second she gets it back, the AC stops working just in time. Yeah, you said it's over like 100, right? Like 100. What's the record so far this year? Like 103? Yeah, you need AC in Arizona too. That's crazy. Alright, there's nothing going on at the ship. I should there we go. Zone in on this guy doing work. Yeah, that's a little rough. Lance, you're on your phone. Yeah, it might be a little tough to see RimWorld if I'm zoomed out, so if I'm zoomed out for an extended period of time, let me know. You just watched the new Peaky Blinders movie? I thought that was like a TV series. There's a actual... Is it a movie or a TV series? Would you recommend it? I mean, you said it's very good, so I assume you would recommend it. Alright, so we got a donkey. I forget who does the butchering. Let's see if Smarty's doing it. We got 94 meals right now. Let's see what it goes up to. I think donkeys provide a lot of meat, so that's good. We're at 95 meals. What did I say? 94, 95. Let's see what it gets up to with just one donkey. There's a 6-season series, and they just released the movie this month. Oh, how do they condense 6 seasons into a single movie? The TV series was amazing. Movie was a great ending. Did the movie like follow the series, like the main things in the series, or is it like slightly different? That one donkey provided us, what did I say, 95? So we're at 112. That's math. That's almost 20 meals. 17, I think. Royal Tribute. We got Danger Pods. If you do a mechanoid cluster, what are they going to give us? Ooh, 600 plasteel. We could use that. What they want? An auto mortar, 5 mech nodes, 1 mech high shield, 1 mech drop beacon, mech capsule, auto inferno turret, 3 mini sluggers. It'll be initially dormant. It may have a countdown activator, or it may stay dormant forever. That's honestly not that bad. For 675 plasteel, I'm actually going to accept that. Alright, let's see where it landed. It landed over here, which is fine. Is it going to be dormant? Oh, it has a mortar. I didn't realize. Okay, so that's going to probably initiate in 7.6 days. So we got to do something about this. And intercepts aerial projectiles. So I think we need to move our people within range here in order to shoot anything. Because this shield counters any... We don't have any mortars, but it counters mortars. And I think this mecha capsule will spawn a mech. Maybe multiple mechs. And I'm going to let that run for a few days. And see if we get raided by anybody in this area. If we do, then that raid, they might auto-trigger this. And, yeah, that might be okay. Lance redeemed, choose stream topic, Project Zomboid. Oh boy, there's a lot to talk about Project Zomboid, Lance. I know that when we streamed, was it last night? Oh nice, we found some steel right here. When we streamed last night, we were talking about how I have, I think 250 something, low 250 hours in Project Zomboid, and Lance, I think you're around like 211. Correct me if I'm wrong. So you're gonna be better than me pretty soon. But yeah, I have some time in Project Zomboid. I think I started off playing solo, and then I think I got C Duffo into Zomboid. And multiplayer is a lot of fun in Zomboid. You play completely differently, and it kind of makes runs last a bit longer because everybody brings different ideas to the table of what you want to do that day, kind of thing. So multiplayer is definitely a lot of fun, especially with a bigger group of people. I think we got like four of us, 5 maybe on our friend multiplayer server that we had going a while ago. So that was a lot of fun. We'll have to get back into that. Go to Louisville and post up there with all our guns and stuff. New lovers. Hold up. Oh, they found love in a hopeless place. S Chopper wooed S Mine Art. Yep, ignore the names. By joking about fighting finches. Mine Art became aroused and agreed to become Chopper's lover. They would prefer to sleep together. Alright, so we need to make them double bed. Should be easy. We got plenty of marble. But yeah, Zomboid's fun because the modding community is really good. You can basically find a mod for anything. Same with RimWorld. That's why I love RimWorld too. But Zomboid, there's lots of quality of life mods. CDuff says anytime, Woff, you just say the word. I need you to protect me. No, you need me to sort. That's you protect me. I always get injured by falling off the top of a roof in Zomboid, and then I have a broken leg for a month. That was awful. I had to walk around with a splint. But yeah, Zomboid. It's one of those games though where you have to be self-motivated. You kind of have to like have some goals of your own and like stay after them. And the second that you lose interest is when that playthrough is kind of dead. Same with RimWorld. That's why I've never beaten the game in RimWorld, because by the time I get my colony in a place like this, it's like fully optimized. It becomes a little bit of a nuisance managing this many people completely efficiently, and that's what puts me off a little bit. So Zomboid is one of those games where you kind of have to just be like, I'm gonna clean out this entire city or go to all the police stations. But there's different challenges that you can do, and I'd like to do them with UC Duffo at some point, like the spawn at the top of the tower in Louisville. And why is this guy pissed off? Disturb sleep. Yeah. Wait a minute. I can only do so many things at once. So Chopper and Mine Art want to sleep together, correct? Chopper, social, best friend, lover. Oh. Mine Art and Chopper. Okay, cool. So they should be sleeping. Why are you not? Bro. What? Resign. Yeah. There you go. Just don't have any. Wait a minute. I gotta actually do this. Do not have any kids. Avoid pregnancy. I mean, I guess they could. Where was I? Yeah, doing different challenges, like spawning at the top of the tower in Louisville and making your way down with like basically nothing. What is this? There's so much going on now. He's willing to contribute. He wants to join the colony. He's a child of 8 years. Best stat, plants level 2. Is it bad if we don't accept this kid? I hope he joins this map and not the ship. Okay, he does. He's entering from a good direction. Nice. Yeah, that's one challenge, top of Louisville. I think there's another one, Cdufo, that you said that you like go to all the churches. Yep, you must visit all the churches and get like 100,000 kills, and the zombie count is like through the roof. That would be fun to do. I don't know if it would be easy to do. Where at the top of Louisville Tower, you can kind of take it slow, I imagine. I mean, it's got to be tough because you have literally nothing. But I imagine if you take it slow, then you're fine. The church one, the rat race, that's got to be pretty tough to do. 100,000 kills is a lot, and 16 times zombie pop. Every church turned into a safe house. Yeah. So how about we start off with the skyscraper first, and then we do some other ones. But what are some other challenges in Zomboid? Wait, how long you live in Project Zomb? I have no clue. I don't think I've made it past a winter. Typically I get bored by winter because winter isn't challenging. Like I build up all this food and stuff, and then winter's like nothing. So any mod that makes winter a little bit harder is a mod that I like, but I feel like there wasn't an exact like great mod for that. I also have to watch our water. We're almost at half water right now. That might be a problem. We should be back at the base before then though. Our food is still good. It's dipping down a little bit. We hunted all the donkeys. I hope we picked up their bodies. Let me mine that. So yeah, that's Project Zomboid in a nutshell. I don't necessarily have any favorite guns. I typically go for like long blunt. So like machetes and stuff I like. The sharpening, I don't know if it was bugged at first, but like the sharpening of the machete was a little weird. And this is a ton of steel. Holy crap. We're gonna be gooped out. These things are gonna fill up too. This thing's already charging again? Yeah, we need a couple lifters. Iron Man? What is Iron Man? Skyscraper might be harder, but Rat Race takes a long time. Yeah, you gotta be careful with Rat Race. You gotta, like, you can't use guns, I feel like, in Rat Race. Or maybe you should. Get those kills up in certain spots. I imagine Rat Race zombie respawn is, like, through the roof. Oh my god, they want to give more plasteel if we build a... If we build a monument. We have space for a monument. Oh, god damn it. We might have to do this. I absolutely love plasteel. I don't even love it, I just need it. How much do we have? Oh, we don't get the plasteel from our other quest until we defeat this little mech thing. Maybe I can call in some allies. We did make allies with a tribal faction, so they probably won't do much other than just be a buffer. Be a meat grinder. Alright, seems like we have a lot of rice right now, so I'm going to switch these over to hops, so we can just make more beer. How much beer do we have? Do we have any beer? We gotta have beer. 50 beer, that's it? No, 171. Okay, that makes more sense. I mean, we should have like thousands of it, but I guess we've been focusing on rice. The Iron Man challenge. What does the Iron Man challenge consist of? Is that like literally gearing up in iron plate armor and just going crazy? I want to take over that castle that I think is by like Louisville. I think it's out of the way though, so it's kind of a pain in the ass, but that would be cool. All right, so I think we can set up another deep drill. Problem is this nuclear reactor gives off radiation, and the only way to access that vein is standing right next to the nuclear reactor. So we'll not do that for now. Temperature is getting to a good temperature in here. Maybe because it's getting cold out, it's now fall. So we'll see with that. All right, what can we get these people to do? Probably turn some of that rice into chem fuel. That could be helpful, although we don't necessarily need it. Can't go wrong with that though. We have plenty of rice now. Our meat is going down, which is fine. Got plenty of fine meals, so that's good. Head back over to our ship. We're gonna be here for a while, so I will let the lifter recharge. Again, I wish I had another one, but I do really like this area. It's a smaller map. Actually, is it? Yeah, it's way smaller. But it's easily defendable. If it had like a stockpile zone or something, that would be sweet, because then we could just hide all our wealth in there, and it's easily defendable. That would be ideal. But I mean, the only thing that this map has going for it is it's easily defendable. And who knows, there might be an open area in the mountain here. It might not be a solid mountain. It's probably not, because there's a lot of gaps here. I don't know if that matters. And it's also a cave map, so there's that as well. Keep mining these veins. Our tunneler is going to be pretty low. 42%, not bad. We've got plenty of marble, so that's cool. Inspired cooking, we don't really care about that. Russian winter pacifist challenge. Pacifist challenge. Russian winter's got to be. I feel like I saw somebody. I don't know if it was Humanity. I don't think it was that. I think it was Project Zomboid, where they're just like going through the streets, and it's just rough to see anything. It's rough to move around, and just rough all around. If they were a dog, they'd be barking. Alright, how is our food on our ship? Animal transport pod on this map? Perfect. We are going to hunt that for food. I don't think there's any other animals other than the insects, which I prefer not to turn insects into food. But we're still chilling for the most part on food. We got 2/3 food left on the ship, which should be more than enough. We only go through 6 people, 12 meals a day, so we're good almost for 10 days. I mean, under 10 days. We're hopefully not going to be here for 10 days, but I might have to start thinking about taking out this node, these mechs. So let's do a quick save, and in case things go horribly wrong, let's not recruit the children because they're gonna be the first one to get injured because they don't have any shields on. Let's get these guys going. I could recruit my mechs. I might need to, but we'll see. Let's have one of the kids call, I think it's, yeah, these people are the allies. Immediate military aid at the cost of 31 goodwill. They do it? Oh, they don't have transport pods. See, that's the problem with the tribals. So we're doing this on our own. In that case, I might recruit some of our mechs just to be a meat shield a little bit. Alright, let's see how this goes. See, Duffel, the winter is super harsh, freezing cold, whiteout conditions, can hardly see. Yeah, that seems a little rough. Alright, let's get these guys out, and gonna spread them out and have this guy, since he's our melee, we have 2 melee. I don't know if this guy, yeah, this guy's here too. I don't know how this is gonna go. I might save scum if it goes horribly wrong, but we'll see. Let's this person has range. I might move these guys behind some rocks. That's honestly the best way to do it. This guy is incapable of violence, so that's useless. I'm gonna hide our leader behind that. Alright, this is not bad. Oh, okay, I did not expect other mechs to spawn in, so that's really not ideal. Let's move this guy over here. Alright, our melee guys are doing well. That Scyther's tearing Cook Mine up a tiny bit. This thing is an absolute tank. Centipede. Let me just make sure the mechs aren't spawning anywhere else on the map. Nope, they aren't. Just here. And then last thing to destroy is this mortar. And let's move our people out of the way. Nice! War against the machines, defeat a mech cluster. Cool. So everybody should get a little bit of buff. Where is it? Defeated mech cluster. +4 for 10 days. That's not nothing. Cook Mine needs 3 conditions, 4 conditions. So nobody's bleeding out. So that is a win. I don't even think, did we lose any? I don't even think we lost any mechs. We do have a bunch of tattered apparel. We do have a couple mechs that need to get repaired. So let's have this guy repair that, and then repair him after. And we got a whole bunch of plasteel. I don't even know what this is. I was just going after the plasteel. Our raccoon named Pedro is going crazy. What is this? Nope. Sorry, I just saw something pop up in chat. And I think that's everybody. You're walking pretty slow, but that's okay. We will take this reinforced barrel. We'll take that plasteel. What is this guy doing? Nature running? Bro, there's just a battle there. What are you doing? Alright, so that wasn't that bad. We did well. I wish you could use this like high shield as your own, but it's okay. Cool. And let's see if the people that are actually hurt go to the hospital. That'd be nice. Pedro. Yeah. Alright, I gotta take off my sweatshirt. 1 minute. Great success. We got a metric crap ton of plasteel, which means that we can make more marine armor for everybody. I think this marine armor costs 100 plasteel, so we can make 6 marine armor from defeating that, which is not bad at all. I do have to get a mod that lets you repair gear, because any gear that's below 50%, people get pissed off to wear. Lance is asking, "Hey Waff, RimWorld is a good game." Let me check how many hours I have in Steam real quick. RimWorld are running. I have 1,613 or 1,613 hours in RimWorld, so I'd say it's an okay game. There's a whole bunch of DLCs that you can pay for, which you really don't need to. If you do get RimWorld, definitely play vanilla RimWorld for a bit. Here's our couple people in the hospital recovering. We have this nutrient paste dripper that automatically feeds them, so we don't have to waste people's time feeding them and tending to them. I think they still have to go to the bathroom though. Oh, I forgot to take our mechs off of escort and go back to work. There they go. And these two militors are making sure that the leader stays safe at all times, other than when they need to recharge. Yeah, RimWorld's cool. It's okay. There's definitely a lot to learn, and it's one of those games that you learn like trial. Why is this clogged? Is it clogged or is there no power? No, there's power. Clear the blockage. There's only one toilet on the ship. We need it. Basically, it's a sci-fi survival like simulation game, colony builder, I guess. You start off with 3 people, and you literally get dropped into the world, and you have to like scavenge for berries at first and build buildings. I think my first like building was just in like this area. I like carving into the mountain because it protects you a lot from raids. If you can find like a little area to build a wall across, then it takes raiders an even longer time to get in. And then you can put spike traps out there. You can do different things to defend yourself. I don't really like the fighting parts of the games. I love the colony management and resource management part of the games. But basically the game, dependent on your wealth, which you can see is this number here, that's 425. The higher your wealth, the more likely it is for you to get, or yeah, I'm playing on a story. I'm playing on a mode where it's mostly random, where it doesn't consistently throw stuff at you, but it might throw a whole bunch of things at you all at once, or you might go without any raids or any like hard events for a while. One hard event that it threw at me is this long night, which means that there's no sun, and there's been no sun for 33 days. So plants outside are not growing, trees outside aren't growing. I mean, I guess they are still, which they shouldn't be. Maybe those were there before though. But yeah, nothing's growing outside, and my solar panels don't work. I invested a lot in solar panels, so right before that happened, like the sun went away for a bit. I made a nuclear reactor, which provides all the power I really need for a long time. So I'm fine on power for now, but if I didn't have that, then I would have to put a lot more windmills or consume chem fuel that I make from rice and wood and use it in a generator that only produces 1,000 watts kind of thing. So there's different events that the game throws at you, and as you play, you kind of learn how to best counter all the events, and that kind of thing. And once you kind of get good at that part of it and learn what the game can throw at you, then you can start adding mods. I have a whole bunch of mods, a lot of them quality life mods. But yeah, there's the DLCs really do add a lot, and it's RimWorld developers say that RimWorld isn't like a game. They say it's a story generator. So the game throws stuff at you, and you might lose a person, but that's part of the game. You have to just kind of roll with the punches a little bit, and try not to save scum too often. But sometimes, if I really have an adverse event and I lose a ton of people, or like half my colony is on fire and burning, and half my people die, then I might revert to an old save. But there's a setting where it's like commitment mode, where you can't go back to old saves. You just have to play with like whatever the game throws at you and however you manage it, which I should do on stream in my next playthrough, because that would generate the best story, where a battle happens and I forgot that somebody was out picking up some steel from afar, placing the map, and the raiders got to them before I even remembered that, and they killed them. I'd be like, well, there goes my best crafter in the game. But there's a whole bunch of skills. Like if you click on a person, everybody has their own bio. If they have passions in it, they learn that skill faster. If they have a double passion, then they really learn it faster. And they also get there's needs that you have to manage. So there's food. If food, sleep, or recreation, or whatever these are below certain thresholds, then they get a negative effect from that. And if things are satisfied, or if say like the dining room is clean, then they might get a clean, or if they took a shower, they might feel clean for a few hours and get a +3 mood. So if your colony is really going poorly and your people have to resort to eating human meat, they're gonna get a negative mood from that. They're gonna get a whole bunch of other negative moods from being like in a dirty area and a bunch of other things. And if their mood gets down to a certain level, then they will throw mental breaks, or just breaks in general, which can range from a whole bunch of different things, like just staying in their room and staying in there for like a day and a half, or they might go and murder somebody, and the only way you can prevent them from murdering somebody is if you take a couple people and beat them into submission and arrest them, and then you have to recruit them. My main base has a re-education facility for any raiders that try to force their way and try to take our stuff away from us. If we down them instead of killing them and they don't bleed out, then we put them in this re-education center, and if they have good stats, then we'll recruit them. If they don't, then we will not sell them to another faction, but we will transfer them to somebody who might get some use out of them. Yeah. You can also... This game's known for committing atrocities. Jeez. You can harvest people's organs. There's operations for extracting blood. You can install bionics in them if you craft the bionics. You can give them peg legs and then remove the peg legs so then they can't walk around. You can make them not talk. You can administer different drugs to them. You can harvest their lungs, their heart, and obviously harvesting their heart will kill them, but then you can sell the heart for like 500 silver. So if you really need silver because you need to buy medicine for your own people, then you might have an organ harvesting setup going on. So that's that's fun. Did we already eat through all the wood? No, we still got a bunch of wood. Oh, I didn't suspend this. Okay. So this dude should make some chem fuel for us. Let me see if there's no other animals to hunt. Our tunneler no longer has anything to mine. I could just have him recharge real quick. Might as well. New lovers again. Jesus, everybody is falling in love on this ship. I don't know what it is. Soldier and miner now want to sleep together. Soldier tried to woo miner by making observation about Death's release. Jesus Christ. Miner became aroused and agreed to become Soldier's lover. Alright, that's something. That is something. That is true love right there. Let's build them a bed, and yeah, stuff like that happens, and yeah, it's a story generator, just like I said. See, Duffo, you like the double bed in there in front of the rest of the community. It would be cool if you could trap a trader and make a trading hall. Yeah, this isn't Minecraft. You just trap the raiders and sell their body parts and them, or enslave them. Which typically I don't like to have slaves because every now and then there's always a chance for them to rebel and try to break away, and then you have to like beat them up, and it's just micromanaging. I'd rather either convert them to a colonist by reducing their will, or if I don't like them, then giving them other job opportunities with other factions. Alright, so who was that? That was Miner and Soldier. So we need to set up so they sleep together. Miner and Soldier. And we don't want them to have kids because that would make our ship less efficient. Alright, our tunneler is doing his thing. Honestly, I might do a stockpile zone here for toxic waste packs. Just pollute the area a little bit. I forgot that I don't really have a good storage here for that. Let's see if there's anything else for us to mine. We have a crap ton of steel. That is an absolute ridiculous amount of steel. I don't see any... I actually don't see really any other resources for us to mine. We could do some strip mining. Like some old Minecraft strip mining. See what we find. And this could open up into a whole new area, so... Give them a couple options to get there and tunnel different ways so a couple people can tunnel. Alright, combat supplier. These guys are freezing their ass off. It's 27 degrees during a long night, so there's no sun. They probably aren't going to have too much for us. Oh, another mechanator? Mechanator? Alright, make sure the temperature is good in here. Yeah, it's 71 degrees. There's also things like temperature that you have to manage a little bit. We have to still protect the scanner for 4 days. Let's start building out our bunker area a little bit. I don't know how much steel we have. We still have enough steel. We can start doing some more steel flooring. And this is going to be our dining area slash rec room. So let's get that started. I would like to make it out of a lot of marble, so that's the problem with that. But we're gonna get the biggest, one of the bigger tables. Maybe we should make it out of steel, because we kind of are a steel dominant faction right now. Let's put the table right there. Let's get some furniture. We aren't making a lot of cloth because all the crops outside are dead, so let's put some cotton plants to grow here. We do actually need a bit of cotton because we have some other bedrooms that we need to put some carpet in. Is there a zombie virus in the game? There is a zombie mod that I've used once. It can get a little laggy because it creates a lot of entities, but there is. This game has mods for everything. There's also a starting scenario for another mod where you start in a vault and you have to you wake up from cryo sleep and you have to unlock doors to unlock different rooms in the vaults. All the vaults are different. Some are bigger than others. Ooh, we got thrombos. Ooh, do we hunt these for food? How are we doing on food? These are very aggressive. We might be able to actually hunt them. Let's do that. Hopefully they both don't turn. Actually, honestly, I'm gonna recruit the tunneler. So if they do become hostile, Oh, we need our miner dude. If they do become hostile, then at least that tunneler can take some hits. Coming right towards us. Okay, let's where'd the tunneler go? Where did the tunneler go? Oh, he's just super slow. Come on, buddy. What are you? What? Come on. Oh, that's not good. Why is he stuck? Oh, he's drafted, that's why. Yeah. Alright, let's move these people here. Sometimes you think about how you press G to place a block in Minecraft. Like, I don't press G in this game. Half of my bad habits, gaming-wise, are because of RimWorld. And I like change keybinds around to match what I do in RimWorld. That's how I do in Factorio. When I go from RimWorld to Factorio, alright, yeah, these things are gonna be pissed off. Hopefully, oh no, it's both of them. This could be not great. Hopefully they both go for the tunneler. They are. Oh, these things can tank. Alright. Alright, we downed one. This is gonna be a lot of meat. Like maybe the most meat that you can get from an animal. I kind of forget. Okay, I am very glad our tunneler did not die. And our miner is gonna go and repair our tunneler. And let's have this guy melee attack Thrumbo to death. Poor Thrumbos. Yeah. My Factorio, whenever I get back into Factorio, like every year or two, my keybinds are all messed up from RimWorld and everything. Jesus, this thing is awful to listen to. 370 meat, so that's 37 meals. Does this get their melee up? Oh, it does train their melee. I should have everybody melee this thing. What is this person's melee skill? 8? Alright. And all the skills that you see here like influence how well they, like obviously melee or shoot, how accurate they are. So the lower the level, it takes them way longer to do stuff. And the better they are, then obviously the faster they do stuff. Or in case of fighting, the better they do it better. And maybe faster, I don't know for sure. Area reveal, this is kind of what I was, oh, okay, no, that was only a little area. We might find little pockets of open areas in this mountain. It doesn't mean that it's all one solid mountain. So right now we're making some food. I think we started off at around 90 meals. We're already at 100. We might actually have too much meat now. I probably should have saved one to butcher in like a few days, but whatever. And these Thrumbo horns sell for a lot. $800. Not bad. Got some cargo pods. We don't care about that. This thing's going to work. Grinding meat together to make meals. 111 meals. Gotta train that up. Yeah. Light work. Those Thrumbos were nice though. Now we won't actually have to worry about food for a bit. I don't know if we'll get back home with this ship in one hop. We might have to stay somewhere else for 3.5 days. I gotta find a place to put that fuel optimizer too, once we're done here. I'm surprised we haven't been raided here yet. Now that I say that, we're probably gonna get raided. I don't know why that got destroyed. And the reason why I have like a big barracks here is because ship space is very limited. So it stinks to have everybody all in one room. It is a very nice room with these statues, but so they aren't too pissed off about it. But they do get debuffs like disturbed sleep ×3. So although it's a very impressive barracks, they got +1 mood from that. The disturbed sleep kind of makes it a net negative being in a barracks. Yes, C Duffo, that is right. Ooh, masterwork marine armor. That is Very, very good. Kind of in the name, but we might have to expand this a bit to make room for all the steel that we're about to drop off here soon. Ooh, bulk goods. Alright, we got cargo. Ooh. Alright, we'll take plasteel axe and longsword. Won't say no to that. This dude's making some chem fuel. Alright, lots happening. Who became an adult? One of our kids has reached the biological age of 13. He's become an adult. That's, I guess, an adult. I can choose 3 skills. Let's choose shooting. Let's choose medical, because we can always use doctor, and intellectual. Actually, might take medical off and do plants. No, we don't really care about plants. And then choose a trait. Pyromaniac? Nope. Fast learner is really good, so I will almost always pick that. Oh, and they're sanguine, permanent mood effect plus 12. That's huge. They will basically never break. Alright, so that's cool. So it's this person, so they're gonna actually put on adult clothes now. Hopefully I have enough adult clothes. I should check that real quick. Jackets. I don't see t-shirts. I still don't see t-shirts or pants, so it's slightly concerning. We'll just make another few t-shirts and pants. Yeah. Should be good. Why is this thing turned off? Oh, we ran out of power, probably because these are all being used up. So I'm gonna build another one of these. A couple of these, might as well. We have a ton of power. That's the negative to them, really. Alright. How many days left here? 3.7 days we have to stay here to guard this. How's our water? There are some things that you always have to check in on. So water, we are running out of water a bit. We do have a ton of extra meat, which will go bad in a day and a half. But yeah, those thermos definitely helped. And we have a bulk goods trader. Who is our best social skill? We got almost 4. This person's pretty good, so let's have you trade with these people. I got some ducks. I could probably trade some of that thermo meat that we don't need that's gonna go bad, and we can trade it for maybe cloth. We can get rid of some leather. We actually have a decent amount of leather here. Oh, thrumbo fur? That stuff is expensive, or sells for a lot. Honestly, they don't really have anything good to buy, so I might not sell that thrumbo fur. I am gonna buy some cloth. I might sell a tiny bit of that thrumbo fur. Maybe 50? 40. And then, are these guys? Yeah, these are the tribe. So we are already allies with these guys. So I don't want to give them free stuff to boost our reputation with them. Since nobody, oh, they should be hauling these as well. I want as many marble chunks as possible. Oh no, our raccoon Pedro got the flu. Let's honestly forget who our doctors are. Person level 15 skill. We want our best medic on the scene. Ooh, do we have herbal medicine? Yeah, we have 65. Okay, good. I wasn't 100% sure. And I do want to connect Link to bed. Okay. I don't want random people going in this bathroom because it's this person's room. I should have our couple go in the actual good room, but that's okay. Is this another caravan? No, that's the same one. Alright. Our person who's pregnant went from 2nd to 3rd trimester. Cool. And they're just eating inside. Nice, that's fine. Make yourself at home. Now we are getting pretty full on resources. It's gonna dump a ton of wealth. 25,000 steel. I don't know if I've ever had 25,000 steel, I'll be honest. 3,600 marble blocks. That's gonna make a lot of beds and stuff. So let's go back to our bunker. That's what we were kind of aiming to do here. We don't have a ton of cloth, but cloth armchairs are always really good. So I'll put these in these corners that will get used most often, and then where they aren't getting used too often, I'll just put some normal chairs. It's completely overkill. You definitely don't need that many seats, but that's okay. We will... Oh, it is cold in here. It is 59 degrees, so we are going to have to put some sort of heating in here as well. Let me... I don't even think I have... Oh, we're going to have to put bathrooms in here and everything. We got some work to do. Let's... I kind of want the bathrooms by... This is where all the bedrooms will be, so maybe if we put some bathrooms in here, we can carve out an area. I want it to feel like a bunker with like thick walls, so I don't want to just carve out areas right next to each other. So let's do something like this. Actually, no. Let me cancel that. Alright, wait a minute. Another growth moment. Reach the biological age of 10. Okay, so we can select 4 skills. We better educated them. We had more time to educate them. So let's do constructions. Really good. Intellectual and plants and social maybe. Quick sleeper is really good. Iron willed is good. Pretty is okay if you have nothing else to choose, but quick sleeper I will choose. Donkeys join? Oh, is this at the other map? This is. Alright. Let's keep the donkeys around for a couple days and then we'll slaughter them and they'll top off our food, I guess. Yeah, Pedro, we should check in on Pedro. How's Pedro doing? Plague, minor, plague 21%, immunity 36%. So Pedro's chilling. He's got the best doctors in the region on him. Have you ever heard of Club Penguin? Ah, God, that is a yeah. I don't know what to. Yes. We should add some more security turrets around, just because they are certainly good to have. We have one there, we have another there, so that should be fine for there. But having them throughout your base is also a good idea as well, in case there's infestations, which there definitely will be. We have plenty of power to power these things, so we're chilling. Makes it look a little jeez, I can't talk. Authoritarian. Having a bunch of turrets everywhere, but it's for the people's safety. I got some visitors. They have a few items to trade. Which faction is that? Oh, it's the tribal people again. Alright, so they're building this. Let's get some recreation going. Who doesn't like a good poker table? I'm gonna make it out of steel. Where's our steel? Am I blind? Yep. Get a poker table. Actually, let's put the poker table in the front. And we're probably gonna eat a lot of steel. Oh yeah, we're already down to 220 steel making all these chairs. Chairs use 45 steel. What did we... Oh, we use all our steel on the floors. Ha! Alright, well... I guess we won't have a poker table for a little bit. Let me unallow that for a second. I could make it out of like slate or something, but whatever. Actually, I could make it out of slate. Let's, we have a ton of granite, so let's do that. Oh, we don't have any more cotton as well. And... I kind of screwed myself here. I can make this room a little bigger later. We will need a bathroom. Remember that iOS game called Pocket Gods? Oh my god, yeah. That's probably why I like this game. Oh, we're having a party. Nice. I don't think they have any beer or anything to celebrate. They're just gonna... I do have to retrofit my ship here. There's a measly table that only seats 2. A chessboard right next to hoppers that feed into a meat grinder right next to the bathroom. There's a whole bunch of rocket fuel in the back right next to batteries. Yeah, there's a lot wrong with the ship, but that's okay. It's our ship. Yeah, Pocket God, jeez, I forgot about that game. That game's crazy. Doomy, welcome to the stream. What is this game about? I don't. Wait a minute. Let me pull that up. I don't think I can see how long ago that was. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to YouTube. This game is RimWorld. It's all about building a colony from basically nothing and surviving as long as possible. And once you figure out how to play the game, then you have to try to beat it. And the end scenario that we're going for is building up this ship to the point where we keep expanding it, like 4 times bigger than this, and then we're gonna go into orbit and go to one of these platforms. Is the Mech Hive platform. Basically a bunch of evil robots that occasionally try to kill you, and we're gonna go to their hive platform that they all come from and take them out. And there's a couple ways. All right, we're getting raided, and this might be, oh, this is our main colony. All right, 9 is decent. Are they coming from anywhere else? Who's this? Oh. All right, they're not coming from anywhere else. Did it say they're attacking immediately? They're gonna prepare for a while and then attack. I should build mortars, but I haven't. Let's put everybody in the safe zone, including our mechs. I just did that to the mechs, so let's do that to our people. And let's put together a hunting party. And do some human hunting. There are 9 of them. And I know that we have a bunch of... We could all honestly draft some of the children. Children that have guns. Sure, why not? Let's, they're coming from over here. Let's shore up right there. I'm not even going to save this. I feel so confident. Doomy, have you... I assume that you haven't played this game. Have you played any other, like, colony building games or, I don't know, like, resource management, survival? I know C. Duffo in the Twitch stream plays a ton of Project Zomboid. He streams that. So, I know there's a whole bunch of different games out there. But RimWorld, I have 1,600 hours in, so I like it a little bit. Our leaders should have our militors. Oh, they're charging? Both of them are charging at the same time. Alright, that's not great. We can recruit them real quick and they'll come out. That is the problem with having those guys, is it's unfortunate that both of them were out of action at the same time, but they'll get over here soon. So these guys are tribal, so they don't even have any range. I don't even see a bow on them, so we're gonna absolutely massacre them. And you love seeing children shoot. That's a great thing. I'm honestly not sure why they aren't coming towards us, because usually once you shoot at them once, then that pisses them off, and they all start charging, but it doesn't seem like they're doing that. I don't know why. Let's move a tiny bit closer. It stinks that there's a little choke point here. Alright, now it seems like they're coming by. But we are absolutely massacring them. If we really needed food, there are war crimes that you can commit, and you can... Alright. There are a lot of them. I should retreat a little bit. Hopefully the kids don't get trampled. And our leader took a hit right there. We did injure. Oh, I thought that said C. Duffo. It says Kuro. I'm like, no way, randomly spawned in with C. Duffo. Let's move our children out of the way by a lot because they can't take as many hits. Of course, this guy's going for one of our kids, so let's just absolutely murder him. Alright. Now, we hit them to the point where they're fleeing. and we didn't down a single one of them because we used overwhelming force. We got some herbal medicine. We got 500 silver. I don't know why you'd bring 500 silver to a raid, but that's okay. Let's unrecruit everybody. And I forgot that I did not set my dog to an unrestricted area, but that is okay for now. I'll have to remember that for the future. And yeah. Alright, that was not bad. 9 people is decent, but they were tribals. If those people had guns, that would be a different situation. I'd probably hide behind some of these rocks as cover, because some of these rocks do offer actual cover, which is cool. And it's a blizzard out, so we were like shooting is more inaccurate during a blizzard. So there's all these things they have to take into consideration. The sun's not out, so it's darker, so that also is an effect. That way, if you have like entrances, if you know there's a spot where raiders are gonna come through, then you want to light that up. That way, they don't, it's easier to hit them when they're lit up a little bit. If you have a ton of people with assault rifles against a whole tribal force, then yeah, they don't stand too much of a chance. But yeah. Doomy says, "See Duffo's in your stream? I see that guy's stream on TikTok all the time." Nice, perfect, that's sick. I play a little bit of Satisfactory, like 10 hours in that. I said C Duffo, not Crow. Yeah. C Duffo's the streamer who streams Project Zomboid. He has a whole bunch of TikToks. That guy streams Zomboid on TikTok. I don't have Twitch, sorry. That's awesome that you watch C Duffo. That's sick. That's Doomy71 C Duffo. C Duffo's in Twitch right now. That's sick. Yeah, C Duffo's like one of my like real life best friends. So it's cool that you actually bumped into him and randomly bumped into me. But yeah, Satisfactory. I've played a bit of Satisfactory. I don't like it as much as Factorio. Let me check real quick how many hours I have in Satisfactory. Satisfactory, I have 59 hours. That's it. Damn. I expected way more than that. Factorio, I have 875. That sounds about right. But yeah, Satisfactory's pretty cool. We do stream together every now and then. We haven't done the stream together thing through Twitch, but we did stream last night. C Duffo, or I streamed, and C Duffo played Arc Raiders with me. So yeah, we play video games a lot together, and then a whole bunch of us. So yeah, no, that's pretty cool. We have to comment on C Duffo's TikToks. Do you have Twitch? Because I know a lot of the chat happens on Twitch for both, like C Duffo and I. Although C Duffo does have a lot of followers on TikTok, so there is decent chat in TikTok too. Okay, I should add a light so people aren't pissed off that it's dark in here. I didn't realize that it was dark in there. Same with in here too. We have plenty of power, so might as well use it. Alright, bunker's still being built. How much longer do we have to stay in this desert? They said that there was oil here. Nice, you do play Arc Raiders occasionally. You do not have Twitch, just YouTube and TikTok. Nice. Yeah, make sure to follow C Duffo if you haven't already. He's fun to watch. If you play Project, do you play Project Zomboid? Because he plays a ton of Project Zomboid, and he knows like a lot to know in Zomboid as well. Alright, this is what we're here to defend. This surveying scanner is a raid from these guys. Hopefully there aren't too many. They're drop podding in, so I don't know exactly where they're going to land, and they're dropping in immediately. So let's it seems like they might drop on top of us. And I didn't realize how many toxic waste packs we had. Jesus. Do we have any? No. Okay, so we need to recruit everybody and have our tunneler escort. Oh, was he already? I don't know. And Oh, they're literally dropping in on top of us. Okay, let's get everybody out. They literally went through the ceiling of our ship. Oh, they got pigs and stuff too. Oh, this... If they destroy the grav engine... Jesus, they are going to town. They're catching crap on fire. Alright, let's, this could be bad. Let's, they have guns and stuff too. Jesus, they're destroying stuff very quick. There goes our table, come on! Oh no, it's not our table. Oh, one of our chairs. Alright, we might... I don't know if it's best to fight them outside or get the ones that are inside first because they're just actively destroying stuff. It doesn't seem like they're actively... Oh, he's definitely actively destroying our comms console. What does that cost? Steel and components, that's not bad. Let's do this. We have shield belts, so we're chilling. What the heck was that? Did he just drop a shield? What was that? Burnout low shield, really? Alright, let's get Sully in the fight. This, I am not used to this kind of fighting. They just broke our piloting console, so that's cool. Let's draft this guy. Have him melee attack that guy. And I think I need to go inside of this to actually shoot. Yeah, that shield that he dropped is actually not great. Burns out in 20 seconds. Yeah, the pigs are destroying stuff. This is actually a slightly tough raid. Now we're kind of trapped here because we have a one-way... Where did our tunneler go? Oh, he's right there. We might send a couple... These guys aren't doing anything anyways because they're shooting at the shield. I'm going to send this guy as fodder. I'm actually going to have Sully stay here. Oh no! These things are like irreplaceable. You only get those on quests. Alright, I need these guys to shoot immediately at these guys who are destroying our power cell thing. Alright, and it seems like they're fleeing already. I don't know if the pigs will flee. Where are they gonna flee to? Yeah, the pigs are fleeing too. That's actually kind of crazy. So let's have these guys go outside the ship and gun them down, because... Oh, let's make sure that we're not shooting the grav engine, though. Let's not do that. Alright, that's all of them dead. This thing's bleeding out in 4 hours. So we are chilling. We took a little bit of damage there. I'll be honest. I did not expect them... Oh, they destroyed our solar thing, which haven't worked recently because the sun... We have a long night, so the sun's not doing anything anyways. Sorry if I'm not looking at stream right now. I am a little preoccupied. Let's kill that boar too. Ah. Well, that boar can tell a story. It's the sole survivor. Alright, well that was something. Let's have this dude repair our tunneler. Alright, now I can catch up on chat as people repair. Those pigs destroyed... Yeah, the pigs actually destroyed a decent amount. Let's rebuild our pilot console, because we certainly need that to get out of here. Got some meat from the boars at least, so we're topping off our food again. Alright, Doomy. You play Zomboid, have about 60 hours? Nice. Oh, you downloaded it last month? Then CDuffo is definitely perfect to watch, because I was the one who introduced CDuffo to Zomboid, but now he has more hours than me, and he knows a lot more about the game than I do, so I turn to him when I am hurting bad and broke my leg when I walked off the roof somewhere and need to know if I'm gonna die right away from a broken leg. Well, that happened one time. We were both playing Zomboid together. I fell off a roof and my health was plummeting because I broke my leg, and I need a place to put these bodies. Wait a minute. my health was plummeting. So I literally left the game and told them to make a splint. And made a splint and got that thing right on me, and I was saved. So that was good. Did we already mine this out? I guess we did. Cool. Guess take these marble chunks. Already took a lot of the marble chunks, so that's cool. Yeah, Zomboid's fun though. I actually saw one of his TikToks, then saw a stream, and it was on sale, so bought it. Oh, nice. That's perfect. Perfect timing. Yeah, it's nice, like, watching a game a little bit, like, pops up on YouTube or, like, Instagram or something, and then, like, there's a sale for it. That's always nice. Really cool game, but really hard. I'm so bad at it, yeah. Honestly, the fighting is hard to get used to, especially with the new update. They've changed a lot, so I guess you don't know how it used to be, but it is definitely a change. Pays off to have a loyal gamer friend. Yeah, he saved my character. It is very rough losing a character that you've like built up. Like at least you can still get your gear and stuff. You can respawn in the same world, but it is certainly rough. Oh, another raid? Alright, this is the storyteller setting that I have set for the game. I have like the random, so it doesn't like space the raids out. It can, but sometimes it piles all the raids. If this quest, this like protecting this survey scanner, if there's always going to be 2 raids that we have to defend for this quest, there's a chance that that raid could have happened at the beginning and at the end, or both at the beginning, both at the end. And it seems like with 1.2 out of 10 days left, that we're just getting both the raids back to back. So that is the problem. If we took a lot of damage and our people were like incapacitated, then we would have been in rough shape. But fortunately, we are not that way. We'll have our tunneler, and it seems like they aren't drop potting in. That was half of the problem. It seems like there's only 2 of them. So this should actually be easier. Let's see. Let's get our tunneler in front just in case they do make it, but I doubt it. There was an animal transport. Okay, there's one down. Where's the other guy go? Oh, he wants to attack the insects. Alright, good luck with that, buddy. That's gonna not go well. Yep. Nice. Alright, we can undraft everybody, get the tunneler back to doing tunneler things. Honestly, have this thing recharge. When you repair a mech, it takes battery as well. So this tunneler took a little bit of a beating, so it has like no battery now. And a little transport pod. What is this? A capybara? Capybara? Could probably use that for meat. Oh, I gotta unpause it. That'll be good. Alright, it is dead of winter here. We haven't had free meat in a while, so let's get this deer. Alright. And RimWorld's cool because you have like these new animals from the new, what was it, 1.6 update? And this thing, if you train it, it can mine for you. So I found this, I think I might have spawned in with this thing, like, luckily. So I immediately trained that up and it helped carve out this entire mountain. So poker table needs chairs. I gotta take care of a lot of these things. People don't really have too much to do, but that's okay, whatever. I'm not trying to be as efficient as possible, I'm just trying to beat the game. You learn a lot on how to fight zombies and break lines of sight from CDuffO's stream. Yeah, like fences. I didn't know fences were good to do, but you haven't made it longer than 10 days yet, so you don't get too sad about losing guys. I mean, it is still sad. It's rough. It's like train up somebody, even in single player when you can like speed up time, where multiplayer you can't really speed up time, so it is a bit tougher. Let's do steel chairs this time, so next time we get drop pod raided, it will take them a little bit longer to kill us, or to break those, and they won't be able to catch it on fire. And let's have somebody clean this room, because this room is awful looking. How many different animals companions can you have? In RimWorld, you can have as many as your computer can handle. Usually a space battle. Wait a minute. This means that there's going to be falling debris and potentially people to forcibly recruit. So we'll look out for people dropping from the sky like this guy. Check their stats. Shooting, good. These are both good. This guy's pretty good. He's bleeding out in 4 hours. Do I want to send somebody in there and possibly risk them getting absolutely annihilated by debris? In 4 hours, do I have a good doctor? Not really. Level 6 isn't awful. It could be worse. I don't have really a spot to put them. I can make a little spot to put them. And carry a prisoner. I don't think we have any herbal bandages. We do not. Let me have set Smarty to carry. Jesus, I have a lot of people. Yeah, usually I don't have this many people, but since I'm actually trying to beat the game, then I may need this many people. Alright, so he's going to load up on medicine, and now I'm going to have him get this guy. Oh, he's unwaveringly loyal. Damn it! There is a chance for somebody to be unwaveringly loyal, and that just means that they're so loyal to their home that they'll refuse to be recruited if taken prisoner. And I don't want slaves, and if they can't be a colonist, then I'm just going to let them die. That stinks. Is companion the right word? Yeah, just like animals. Animals are people. Like I do in the main colony have a dog somewhere, and like the dog nuzzles people every now and then. Yeah, comfort. So like yeah, they are companions. Just ignore the dead deer in the living room. But yeah, you can have a ton of animals. I had a friend that I play with who always has like 500 cows, and if you have like 500 cows, then you're gonna lag out a little bit. Ooh, hard worker. You are good. You are not unwaveringly loyal. Animals, mining, which I love, especially for the ship. This might be a new shipmate. He is incapable of caring. So I think that means he doesn't care if people get butchered. That might just be psychopath. That's psychopath trait, but yeah, he's unable to do medical because I think he is incapable of caring, which is a little weird. How long until he bleeds out? 18 hours, perfect. Let's get Smarty to capture him. Ollie. Lucky, not so lucky, Lucky. Chemical interest, nope, no thank you. Yeah. So you can have a bunch, there's so many animals in RimWorld. There's mods for everything too. And usually I like to keep a colony of like 9 people because it's easy to micromanage. But once you get this many people, then you kind of just get a colony in good working order and kind of let it sit for a bit and do like small projects. You just have this main colony pumping out components that you need to craft stuff with, advanced components, making bionic legs and slowly giving everybody bionic limbs so they work 50% faster and can move 50% faster kind of thing. Yeah, I think I'm only gonna try to recruit one person. We'll transfer this guy into our main reduce resistance. Actually, we should convert this person first. What religion are they? Oh, they're already our religion, so we don't even have to do that. Let's just do reduce resistance. And once we get back to the main colony with the ship, they will have a little home in here for a bit until we recruit them. And then we'll probably join our ship, because we can never have too many people on our ship. Are there like cats, dogs, and other trainable animals? Yeah, there's so many animals. I only have I don't typically like to do animals just because they're another thing they like produce filth and stuff. But this dog is good because you can train them to attack. They can rescue downed people. They can guard. They can also haul items off the map and put them in storage, so that's cool. And they can also comfort, so they'll occasionally nuzzle people and give them some positive mood. And then there's like cows that you can. Oh, that's our donkeys. There's cows that you can like milk, and milk counts as meat, and you can combine meat with a vegetable to make fine meals. So there's a whole bunch of that stuff as well. I forgot that I kind of have to rebuild some of this. How is our power network? Power network is untouched. How is our plumbing network? Our plumbing network is good. How is our food distribution? Food distribution is good. Ooh, scanned underground. Nice, we got another steel vein underground right there, which you can see right here. These are steel veins, 300 in each of these little squares. So eventually, if we need more steel, we can tap into that. But once our ship is back, we're gonna have 24,000 steel, which is a crap ton. This ship has a lot of wealth on it right now. I'm gonna not do that right now. Alright, how much time? 1 hour left for the surveying scanner. Cool. So we can almost get out of here. I don't know if we'll be able to make it back home in one shot, but we'll try. They did damage one of our shelves here. I'm trying to figure out what else they damaged, but marriage is on. Lifelong commitment. Cool. Nothing like being raided and having stuff destroyed. That brings people together. Nice, so we got a fuel optimizer. That will be for our ship, and now our ship can go home. So I don't know what everybody's going out to get. Just chunks. Usually in the ship battle, you can tear down these ship chunks to get components and steel, but we don't. We're trying to get out of here, so let's not do that. All right, so let's do this. I don't know where our lifter is. Oh, there's our lifter. Let's have our lifter recharge for a bit. Have our tunneler is he recharging? Oh, he's just freaking out because we're trying to leave. Alright. Seedolfo says there's a handful of skills in Zomboid you don't know much about. Still think about the character I lost in multiplayer. I'm going to watch some TED series and hit the hay. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Seedolfo, thanks for sticking around. It's been a good stream. Okay, so we won't make it home in one shot. That is unfortunate, but we can land at this ancient reactor, which might be a little dangerous to go to. I don't know if there's actual like radiation involved. I don't want to go there if I'm not ready to get the grav core there. I don't know if I'll need more people. We can try. Might as well. Is it on the way? A little bit. It would have been nice if we could just go all the way back home. Let's just go close to home. But yeah, I might call it here since we got the survey done. That was my main goal for tonight. It's already 9:30, so I should be responsible and go to bed. I don't want to ruin my sleep schedule for the rest of the week. But once we land, get things situated here, then yeah, we'll go from there. We got a couple quests done. We got a ton of plasteel from some of the quests, so that's awesome. We got some trees here. We probably got some animals to hunt, so if we were low on food, then this would be a good place to restock. It was tough being in a desert for a long time, probably like 15, 17 days. But yeah, let's just land in the middle. Doesn't matter too much. We probably aren't going to do too much mining because we don't have a ton of room. Thruster breakdown, so there's a 60% chance of a negative outcome. Nice. So I just have to repair those. And since we aren't in space, they're easily accessible. So as long as we have components on hand, which I believe we do. Yeah, we have 150. Jesus. Um, so yeah, that's not bad there. We are getting very low on water. We have like a fourth left, so that's not ideal. But how much chem fuel is? Oh, this can store a ton of chem fuel. We already blew through all our wood, turning it to chem fuel. So let's just decimate the local tree population and make some chem fuel. Hopefully this guy doesn't get any infections. He might, but this isn't a very sterile room. That's okay. And I should have chosen a place that has marble chunks, but that's okay. We do have a ton of marble right now. But yeah, not bad. We got some stuff done with the ship. Did some quests. Let me just link settings. I don't think their raid destroyed too much other than that. Pen needed? Oh, this donkey came with us? That's actually kind of funny. Let me just scan the mountains for any plasteel, because that is something that I will always need. And if we see it, we will take it. I'm not seeing any. I literally always scan for plasteel. It's there's silver. Might as well take silver. Alright. I'm not seeing any. I'm not even seeing any close by steel for us. Yeah, there isn't any close by steel. Steel is a little bit of a pain to haul. Wow, there's no close by steel. Alright, well, I guess we weren't meant to get steel here. That's fine. And then, yeah, we made some progress on the bunker. Started building a dining room and rec room. Added a couple more rechargers here. We're slowly adding some steel turrets. That's actually what's eating all our steel, so that'll do. I built out some steel flooring in here. Could probably add another light here. The main colony is kind of out of steel, so we really do need our ship to get back. We are making some cotton now, which is great. We're actually harvesting that right now. We did need more of that, and we'll continue needing more of that, so as long as it's a long night outside and there's no sun. It's been no sun for 40 days. 40 days and 40 nights. We have a ton of rice. Honestly, I don't know what we're doing with all this rice. Probably turn even more of it to hops. Cool. That should be pretty good. It's a busy area. We should have a ton of beer now. 617 beer. Nice. That'll sell for some good cash. And yeah, we have a decent amount of plasteel. We already made some marine armor, so we used a good chunk of our plasteel. But yeah, Doomy, thanks for tuning in. It's nice talking with you. Check out CDuffo. Definitely leave comments on CDuffo's TikToks, and he'd love to talk to you. He knows that you're around now, so he can give you any tips and tricks for Zomvoid. And definitely tune into to his streams on TikTok, because I think he's going live Wednesday. Let me check my phone. What did he say? Wednesday. He also has a Discord, so he kind of announces when he's going live. Here, let me zoom in on a more interesting spot. Yeah, Wednesday and Thursday night this week, maybe Saturday night for the weekend. So that's when he's streaming. But yeah, feel free to tune into any RimWorld streams that I have to see progress on the base, and eventually we'll beat the game. Out of the 1,600 hours that I've played, I've never beaten the game, so it'll be fun to do one of the endings for the game. And if we aren't streaming RimWorld, then it's probably Arc Raiders or Helldivers or something. I'd like to play Helldivers at some point. And we're getting raided. Alright, this will be a later me problem, and there's a person right here. A couple people. So let me save right there. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time.